It was good, YouTube. I wasn't like everybody that tuned into that Michael Eric Dyson Floyd Mayweather interview yesterday. I don't know. I have real mixed feelings about that interview. It was sort of disappointed. It's not what I wanted it to be. It's not to say it's a bad interview. It's just not what I wanted it to be. I was looking forward to this interview for a certain amount of reasons. I'm gonna tell you those reasons right now. Being that interview came right after, like exactly after the 24/7. I know a lot of casual boxing fans was gonna be watching it. Not just like hardcore boxing fans or guys that's like in the YouTube boxing community. It was gonna be just the people that tune into boxing every now and then that don't really know much. Just the casual fans. With that being said, I wanted Mayweather to capitalize and explain shit to the casual fan. Shit that the casual fan does not know. You know? That's what, I wanted him to go in depth and explain things to that audience. And he did none of that. And it's not just to say like all the blame is on Mayweather with this interview. It's really like the person doing the interview is the person that controls the pace because they ask the questions. Like Mayweather didn't give me the vibe like sometime where some of these white guys interview Mayweather and when they ask a certain question if Mayweather really don't like it, he'll dead ass look them in their face and tell them, yo, I'm not even gonna answer that. He didn't give me the vibe he was even gonna do that to Michael Eric Dyson. He gave me the vibe that whatever Michael asked, he was gonna answer. Well, Michael Eric Dyson didn't really ask shit that people that we don't already know. And I don't know, man. I don't know if maybe because us in the YouTube boxing community, we follow these guys so fucking much that we just know all this information and the shit is like redundant to us. Or was this interview just really wasn't shit? That's the thing. Because like this goes for everybody what I'm about to say. This goes for the most die hardest packed hard to the most die hard Mayweather fan to the most die hard boxing fan, period. On YouTube. I think like sometimes I think we grow so accustomed to arguing with each other about this boxing shit that we think everybody knows the stuff we be talking about. Like, yo, you could go to your barber shop, right? And everybody could be arguing about boxing in there. And you can mention you can mention the term catch weight. And none of them motherfuckers will even know what that is. None of them will even know what a catch weight is. Like, I think we grew so accustomed to banging with each other that we think like we could have a boxing discussion with casual fans. I mean, like sometimes I get carried away. Like I will be in the barbershop and these dudes will be talking boxing. Some of these dudes really believe Pacquiao would fuck Mayweather up, like caught up in the hype. And I'll explain a couple things to them, and it's like I'm speaking another language. But I'm just so accustomed to following the sport that these motherfuckers don't know shit. So I wanted Mayweather to explain things to these guys, Because in Mayweather's case, it's so fucking, in my opinion, it's so easy to get people on his side if he just explains certain shit in depth and stop letting the media get to the people. Cause like it's the media that controls the casual fan. Like Bob Arum has the casual fan wrapped around his finger because he controls the boxing media. So whatever he says goes to them and they eat it up. Like there's casual fans out there that really believe Mayweather is scared of Manny Pacquiao's right hand. You know, there's casual fans out there that really believe Mayweather is scared of Pacquiao, period. Like he's really scared of this guy. And you know just all the bullshit that Bob Arum put out there like a little while back. He said Mayweather said I'm only gonna fight for $100 million. You know all that bullshit. There's fans that really believe all that mess, and that's just sad. And Mayweather didn't capitalize off of, like, you know, when Michael asked him about the Pacquiao fight, he should have said, Michael, all right, let me explain something to you. He should have whipped out a document out of his jacket pocket and said, this is this is not a defamation of character. This is not me spreading any type of slander or lies. This is a public record document that anybody who wants to obtain it can obtain it. And that document will be Manny Pacquiao's purses. And he should have showed the world what Pacquiao earns and how he earns it. He should have really went in depth that he will make his biggest purse was $7.4 million. It's not like he just gets that $7.4 million, because the way he does his business with Bob Arum, and the way maybe because he handled his money poorly, he takes out advances on his purses. So he's not even getting the 7.4 in a lump sum. He's getting that 7.4 in cuts due to the amount of advances he take. He should explain that shit to the world. And nobody could dispute that because the shit is a public record. Now, as far as Pacquiao taking the advances and all that, that's just information that Mayweather knows, because Mayweather used to work with Bob Arum. So he knows the type of tricks and stuff Bob Arum will pull. But as far as the purses, the lump sum of the purses, that's public record. And he should explain that shit to the world, man. And I'm so disappointed that with this opportunity right here, it's not like you got some cracker interviewing you. You got a black man interviewing you that's not trying to bend your words. He's letting you answer the way you want to answer, and you're not elaborating on shit. You know? If there's anything I don't like about Mayweather, is that shit right there. And I'm not even gonna say I don't like it about it, because I don't know if he knows any better. You know, so not everybody's good at explaining themselves, man. Like, point blank, period. Not everybody could do that shit. Everything I do, I could explain myself well, but not everybody could do that shit. You know what I mean? Not everybody could do that shit. Some people do not know how to explain themselves for shit. They could talk about everything else, but when it comes to explaining their situation, they lack that skill. You know? Another thing I wanted Mayweather to elaborate on is when he said, I support the black American athlete first over everybody else. I believe he also should have went in depth with what he was trying to say right there, you know? He shouldn't just say that and say what he said. He said, "Oh, you'll see a guy come here and wave his flag, and then if I say I support the black Americans, I'm the enemy." He should have went more in depth with why it's so easy for black people to be disliked. Like, why is it so easy to discredit the work of a black athlete? Like, he should have really went in on that. This shit shouldn't even be a 30-minute segment. It should have been an hour. If you ask me, it should have been an hour so he could really go in depth and explain things. Because this was Mayweather's time to show the world, in my opinion, that he's not just a dumb nigger with money, or the type of stuff that they try to paint him as. I even see black people talk bad about this guy. Like, he just leaves that door, that window open for people to attack him when he could easily close the shit. You know, he just lets all this cold air in. All he got to do is close that fucking window. And it's so easy. You know, if I was like his advisor on his team, I don't know what the fuck that money team is doing. You know what I mean? He says 50 Cent is his friend. I mean, sometimes I'm from the street, man. I could look at somebody, I could tell they're a genuine person. I mean, not to say 50 ain't a good person or nothing like that. I don't know the dude, but I don't see nothing special about him. He doesn't look like somebody that could give you real powerful advice about real shit. He look like he could just give you advice about simple shit, about which car to get, or which you know, like which Benz has the most horsepower or some dumb shit like that. But real social issues, he look like he has no knowledge to talk about this shit at all. You know, and he should have people in his team that put that bug in his ear, like, yo, you know, you about to have Michael Eric Dyson interview you, son. So make this nigga look good, know what I mean? Make the black man look good. Get a black man the best interview you ever gave. Explain shit. Don't say the same shit you done, motherfuckers done already heard you say. You know, if you gonna go in depth, let him get that interview, you know? Let him get to that Oprah status where motherfuckers is spilling the beans on everything. You know Oprah be having motherfuckers crying and answering every fucking question that she asks. You know, let him get on that Oprah level, on that Larry King level. Every fucking thing that old fuck asks people, they answer. You know? And they give real answers. The only person that I seen give a dickhead answer to Larry King was Chris Brown when he smacked Rihanna up. You know what I mean? Larry King be getting real good interviews if you ever watch a Larry King interview, man. I don't know what the fuck that was last night, man. Mayweather didn't explain anything, man. That's the part I didn't like, man. You know? He gave a little a little bit about his background. Yeah, but this is not the stuff that's going to change people's perception of you. You know? Like, he could have really, I really wanted him to elaborate on that whole Jeremy Lin situation, man. I really wanted him to explain why it's so easy for a black athlete to get discredited. A black athlete could perform so excellent every fucking night, but if a guy performs good or okay, he's put on a pedestal way above. Like, it's crazy, man. You know, he should have burned that. That's why I have so much respect for Ali, man. Ali is nowhere close to being a better fighter than Mayweather, in my opinion. But yo, he's a way more stronger and consistent man than Mayweather will ever be. And Mayweather proved that shit to me last night. Because all the dumb shit and the trash talking and all that stupid shit Ali used to do, when he used to have these one-on-one intimate segments, you'll be surprised the shit that comes out of this guy's mouth. You would think, you would have to wonder if somebody wrote this shit for him. How intelligent this guy could come across, you know, and how he could explain shit. Like I said before, I seen an interview where Ali told a white man. The white man wasn't American, but he told the white man that I and the Nation of Islam believe that the white American's a devil, and he explained himself so fucking well. There's a moment in the interview where the white guy was looking at him like he believed him. And he understood him. And that's all due to how well Ali explained himself. Mayweather don't have that skill. He don't have that knack about him. He can't do that shit. I mean, he need to start getting some people around him in that fucking money team that could tell him how to do that shit. Cause I live for shit like this. You know what I mean? That shit I could do all day, every day. You know, he should have went in with this interview. You know, he should have capitalized and spoke on things on a real level. I mean, but y'all give me y'all opinions about that interview, and you know, I'm liking the 24/7s. I mean, HBO really doing their thing this time around, man. It's just as entertaining though. You know, well, I'm gonna wrap it up right here, man. I mean, I leave y'all comments and all that. Y'all holla at me. One.